I'm so proud of you. You're an amazing man. You're so wise. Thank you for being a great teacher. You're a great leader. You're a great husband. You are a wonderful father. Thank you for leading our tribe. You're an amazing man. You're very resilient. Everything you touch seems to turn to gold. Say that's God like. That's a king for real. You are beautiful. Inside and out. I love you so much. You keep doing what you're doing. You're powerful. Your words. Ooh, your words. Words from a wise man. You're strong. You're so strong. So masculine. Ooh. You're so love. You're full of love. You're a healer. So much beauty. So much beauty. So amazing. It's like you make the impossible possible. It's like when you put your mind to stuff, it happens. It's magic. You're so amazing. And I love you. I love you forever. And you have a great day. Positive day. Send you positive vibes. Thank you for being here.
Don't do that. Things are smudged and white every which way.
Nobody want it. Rise and shine, beautiful beings. You ever notice that when a child brings you a drawing, you don't criticize it, but instead you praise it, put it on the refrigerator for everybody to see? You ever notice how we do that? Why do you think we do that? Half the time the picture does not look like the child, what the child said they was drawing, right? Nothing like it. But instead we'll say, what a great job. Look at what you did. I'm putting this on the refrigerator. I want everybody to see this. Why is it that we don't say that looks nothing like a dog? That looks more like a tree? Why don't we say that's horrible? Why don't we tell the truth? Because we know sometimes the pictures just aren't good. But why do we instead tell them something positive? Now, the biggest kicker is this. Why do we treat adults any differently? What if I told you that in order to encourage somebody, you speak to the things that you want to grow? In order to bring the best out of somebody, you speak the best into them? What if I told you that? That if all you do is speak negativity into them, that's all they'll know about themselves, that people know only what you tell them about themselves, that they can't see themselves. They can't experience themselves and they believe what you tell them. When you tell that child that their drawing is beautiful, don't they light up? Don't they get more enthusiastic about drawing more? Okay, and when they draw more, they can now get better at drawing, correct? And then where they couldn't draw at all in the beginning, now they can't actually draw because you spoke those things that were not as though they were. Well, try that with your partner. Okay, so what you're actually speaking to is the effort that they put in to doing that manifestation. Okay, the courage that it took them to do that thing. So let's say somebody stands up and they sing right in front of you. Instead of telling them that they're horrible, they're out of note, that don't quit your day job, instead speak to that confidence. I wish I was confident as you, right? I love the way you stood up and you just did that without fear. Man, keep it up. You understand? Instead of saying, ew, you sound bad, and put your fingers in your ear. A lot of times people around us, they need that vote of confidence. It ain't always going to be perfect, but we're not actually judging for perfection, right? What we want people to do is just simply be. We're all trying to evolve. We're all trying to grow. And whatever that looks like, we won't know until we're on the other side of it. So instead of trying to criticize someone for where they are, as if you know what you're measuring them up against, like you're looking at a picture, judging another picture, that's the only way you can tell if it's off. But you haven't seen the future self of another person. So you don't really have the future self of a person to measure them to. You can only encourage the version that they are. So like if I'm planting some small plant, I don't have the version of it that's the adult plant to judge it by. I can only nourish this plant. I can only nourish this flower. I don't know what the bud is going to look like or what the bloom is going to look like. I can't get ahead of it. All I can do is feed the flower every day. All I can do is put it in front of sunlight and treat it how I'm supposed to treat it and let it be. Let it be. So a lot of times when your significant other or a family member or friend comes to you with their dream or idea, let them be by pouring into them, by way of encouraging them to keep going, by way of celebrating the effort that they're putting forth right now. I love that you're taking the time to change your future. You don't have to tell them that you don't believe in their dream. Speak to the thing that can actually evoke life into a person, not death. A lot of this is done whenever you're doing it, it should reveal you. If you're speaking death to a person, you have to ask yourself, how much do you believe in yourself if what comes out of your mouth is negative, right? So instead, try to be positive. And if you are positive, then you'll probably respond positively to someone else. You know what I mean? So try to see people like it's you, right? If it was you trying to present something to you, you would tell you in the most effective way possible to get better, right? You wouldn't tell you all the negative things that would keep you from trying a certain thing. You would only pour into yourself. So pour into yourself. When that person comes to you and shows you what they did, when they come to you trying to present to you what they created, pour into yourself by telling them something that can encourage them. You might think of something negative to say, but don't do it. Like they say, if you got nothing negative to say, don't say it, because you have to become negative in order to say something negative. Don't do it, family. Instead, be positive. Like literally, be positive and say something positive. Encourage one another, family. All right? Peace.